on with Carlene Talk Show. Today I have a very special guest with me, someone who's very knowledgeable, business suave, and I would like to welcome Mr. Jim Foster, who is the Executive Director of Georgia Home-Based Chamber of Commerce. Mr. Foster, welcome to my talk show. How are you today?
I am wonderful. Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure to be here. In fact, it's a pleasure to be anywhere.
Oh, it's so awesome. He's always like this. He has such great personality. So, Mr. Foster, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Do you want the long version or the short version?
Oh, Lord. I think I'll stay with the short version.
The short version? Okay.
I have this much window.
No, we can go with the short version.
Okay.
Essentially, I'm retired from the insurance industry, where I spent most of my life.
Right.
And I moved to Atlanta back in 1979 from Kingston. Been here all that time, rebuilt my insurance business, and then I retired in 2007. And now I pretty much spend most of my time just working with entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, small business owners, helping them to develop and grow a successful and profitable business so they can live a flourishing lifestyle.
I'm with that. We all do want to live a flourishing lifestyle.
Of course.
So, what exactly do you do? I know you have a lot of things going on, a lot of things on your plate. So, what do you do exactly?
What do I do? Well, essentially, the main thing that I do these days is to work within the framework of the Home-Based Business Chamber of Commerce.
Right.
And there the objective and the goal is to help these small business owners, these home-based business owners, to develop structure in their business, to bring their business, our tagline is bring their business out of the closet, literally.
Oh, yeah.
So it is essentially helping them to gain the education, the training, the knowledge, utilizing available resources so that their business can become successful.
Okay. So how did you came about? I know you said you were in the insurance industry. How did you find out about the Chambers of Commerce and how did you get involved with that?
In 2010, my very good friend Gary Cross, who we've been associates for a very long time, and we've always been involved with small businesses. And one day he simply called me and said, "Hey Jim, I think we found it."
Wow.
I said, "Found what?" And he told me about the Home-Based Business Chamber of Commerce.
Oh,
I said, that's great, and I immediately jumped on it because I have always been affiliated with the home-based businesses. When I started my insurance business here, I started as a home base from the home.
Oh, okay.
And from there I graduated into the office. So I have that kind of connection always with home-based businesses.
Oh, okay, so you're very familiar with that.
Oh, yes, yes. I feel their pain.
Okay, yes. I can, trust me, I can identify also. So what are some of the businesses now that you're doing within the home base with the Chambers of Commerce? Some of the things that you guys offer?
The ultimate objective is to provide training, education, outstanding business and personal development, as well as socializing and networking events.
Right, yeah.
I remember in the early days when I got started, when my wife was leaving for work, like at 7 o'clock in the morning, I would go downstairs, have a cup of coffee, and then I would just stick my head in my garage where I had my office. And the next thing I knew, it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh my.
I was still in my PJs.
Wow.
And just working away, you get so engrossed and the time goes by, and then all of a sudden you realize that you're all by yourself. So that kind of lonesomeness kind of come over you somewhat. But I was fortunate in the sense that as a member of the Life Underwriters Association, I had my weekly association meetings to attend. And when I go there, I get kind of recharged. I get reconnected with my associates, and we network and all of those things, along with the additional training that we get. So I saw the chamber as a resource, a platform that could be utilized to assist other home-based businesses in that facility, in that fashion.
Awesome. Okay, so I know they have two different form of memberships. Can you elaborate on those memberships? Like if someone wants to join, I know you have two different types. So can you explain what those two types
Yes, yeah, we have the basic membership, which, as you know, the Chamber of Commerce is well respected. The credibility that comes with a Chamber of Commerce is recognized by the community at large.
It is.
So membership provides an individual the opportunity to gain that kind of exposure along with the credibility. And so we offer their membership, they get that as a benefit. We also offer a website. This is unusual and different from most Chamber of Commerces.
You have a website that goes with the membership?
Once you become a member, you get the website on the Chamber's platform, and it is search engine optimized, which means that you have national exposure. We call that feature the traffic catcher. So the way it works is that, let's say that you're a graphic designer, and someone is looking for a graphic designer. They go to Google or wherever and put in graphic designer. That's the key word. So if you are part of us and you're listed on the graphic designers, guess whose name is going to pop up?
My name is going to pop up.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
No, not only does it pop up, but the system is designed to send that back to you as a lead. So you could conceivably have someone in Omaha that is reaching out to you, and in this age of technology, you can do all of your services online. That's only one of the very key features that we offer to our members.
Okay, so that would be part of the package. You said you first started with the base, and then you have the premium.
Well, all of that is in the base package.
Oh, that's
all
that's part of the base.
That's part of the base. That's the basic platform. Now, recently, we came out with the premium membership, which is an add-on to that, and the premium membership offers mobile application. So everything that's on your desktop site is going to appear on your phone, because, you know, today 80% of the views goes to a mobile app.
Exactly.
We offer a texting feature. So again, you can be reached by text messaging. And text marketing, that's pretty big with us. The restaurants and people like those, they love that, because it gives them the opportunity to get their message out there in the area where people actually read it. You can offer a coupon or discounts and stuff like that, you know, so it really works to bring business, drive business to you.
Right, so it's a more updated version, because you guys went and updated a few things to online.
Yes. Yeah. As a matter of fact, that is one of our very big features. The fact that the website and the website that you get as a premium member is even more sophisticated. It's far beyond the basic. It is what we call the 3D storyboard, and it features 16 panels, and in each of those panels you put in different information. There might be your information about you, your business, your history, different profiles.
Wow,
then you can go into your products or services.
That's
and
interesting.
you can display a copy of each one of those. And that can go up to 100 displays. But not only that.
You blowing my mind.
There is more.
Okay, how can I sign up?
Let's go right to the site and click join now. But no, here's another key feature. I'll be remiss if I didn't share this. It's the fact that it also synchronizes with your Facebook and Twitter.
Wow.
And
now we're talking.
It is your site is replicated on Facebook. If you are in e-commerce, so you have a product that you're selling, when someone goes on Facebook and see your site on Facebook, they see something they want to purchase, they can make that purchase right there on Facebook. and it goes right into your account.
Oh, that's what you call high tech.
High tech.
Okay.
And we keep talking about best part. The best part of it is that we do offer free technical support. Now, you are as a graphic designer, you know about online marketing and stuff like that. But take a person that has a business that knows very little about online marketing, computers and stuff like that, web pages and so on. They don't have to worry about it, because all they need to do is use our text messaging, send the information to our technical support, and they take care of it at the back end. Next thing you know, you go to your site and it is there.
Right away. That's what I'm talking. That's what you call VIP service.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Wow, that is awesome. Okay, so the two memberships, so we have basic membership and also the premium membership.
Yes.
Okay, so Jim, let's talk about the art of networking. Everyone knows small businesses, we do need to network. That's how we
Absolutely. Yes.
build our clientele. Tell us more about it, because I know sometimes you guys have a lot of seminars, workshops, and I know you do a lot of that, because that's
yes.
what we met. Workshops, seminars. So tell us about the art of the networking that you guys do.
It's interesting you ask about that, because just this past Tuesday I did one of the workshops I did was using networking, using events to build your business.
Right.
And in that session I covered a system where you can conceivably generate 30 to 50 new prospects for your business each and every month.
Did you say 50 per month?
30 to 50 prospects, qualified prospects each and every month, and at a very nominal cost as well. You see, it is all about events. Let's face it, you're in the people business, so you want to meet people. Nobody wants to sit and make telephone calls and that kind of thing anyhow. You go out to an event, and we teach you the basic strategy of maximizing your participation in the event. And so when you get there, you meet people. We share with you how to, kind of scope out the room, so you can identify the right people that's right for you.
Right.
Not everybody is a prospect for you. So you want to identify them, connect with them. And we don't advocate you go and you just giving out your cards like that. Not only is it tacky, but it just doesn't work. But if you meet 3, 4, or 5 people, and you have a conversation with them, so that you know a little bit about them, and they know a little bit about you, and you develop that connection, then when you leave, you will probably have 5 or 6 people that when you do your follow-up, then they know exactly who you are. And it's not about, pushing to make a sale. The best of sales are made based on relationship.
I'm glad you said that, because I was just about to say that. I have a friend of mine that she was on the show, and she also wrote a book talking about networking, and she was saying a lot of people just give out business cards, you do not follow up, and you collect a lot of business cards and there are no leads, and then you're stuck with the business cards. So she was saying the key thing to anything like building your businesses is relationships. Like get to know the person, talk to them, see what can you do for me, how can I help you, how can you help me. So I think that's key, to have that relationship, get to know the person that few minutes and talk to them, see what their business is about and things of that nature. So that I strongly believe in that, because it happened to me. I went to an event and I didn't know at first, because I just started out. So I started just giving out business cards, and I have a lot of business cards. I'm like, who was this?
Who is it? There you go.
I forgot who this person was. And I end up throwing it because I don't know, and then I don't want to call them like, do you remember me? That wasn't nice at all. So that what you're saying is key.
And take this event I went to. There was a young man that was there, and in my conversation, why do you come here? What was your reason? He said, well, I'm doing this business. I'm a photographer, but I'm struggling. I can't. The people that I'm surrounded by, they're not really helping me because, you know, they're pretty much doing the same thing. I need to reach out and stretch out. And I said, okay. And he offered me the opportunity to take some headshots. He would do that for me. So when we set up to do that, I was going to another event that evening, and I invited him to come along with me. And I was absolutely delighted that I saw him there. He was working that crowd.
Really?
And when it was over, he had walked away with about 5 or 6 leads. But on top of that, he had connected with 2 very important entities that wanted him to come and do their photographer. Then one of them was the Chamber of Commerce.
And that's all that it needs. You just need someone to steer you in the right direction. And that's where you come in. That's where Mr. Foster comes in. He knows. He's an expert in this area. Okay?
I try my best.
Yes, you are. Now he's being modest. But no. But yeah, that's a good thing. And so, for example, the viewers wants to know more about it. What is a good contact? How can someone contact you? Good information, any information you can give?
Oh, absolutely. I try to use all the traditional methods that's available. Telephone, I still have my telephone, 404-932-8043. That's a direct line. The Chamber's number is 855-355-5518. And of course, we do have an email, which is jimayfoster@gmail.com. That's my personal email. And our website is Georgia, Georgia, spelled out, at Georgia, spelled out again, hbbc.com. So those are some of the basic ways. And if you see me down the street, just say hi.
Say hello. Trust me, he will converse with you at any time. Okay, well that's good. I'm glad to know. So please contact Jim, and he'll help you more and help you how to become a member and explain everything to you more in details and one-to-one. And also, do you have any events? I know he always has different events. So what are some of the events that's coming up?
Yeah, we do have every other Tuesday, the first and third Tuesday in each month. We meet at the Allen Vigil Ford dealership at Mount Zion and I-75. And then we also have, on the 20th of this month, we have one of our Art of Connecting. That's a monthly event that we have.
Okay.
This month it's going to be at the North DeKalb Mall, at the gallery at North DeKalb Mall.
Okay.
You might also want to note your calendar for December 19th. We will be at the North Lake Mall for our Art of Connecting as well. And actually that one is our Christmas Business Expo.
That's so exciting.
That's going to be exciting. And
make sure you're there, because one-to-one will be in the house. So make sure you show up. We want to see you there.
And if I might just
support. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. If I might just say this, there are opportunities for vendors to display their wares and products and services as well.
So let the viewers know exactly. Come on out, events, vendors, contact Jim so you can find out how you can be a part in this, and he'll explain more to you in details. Okay?
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, we're not done, because now we're going to talk about Mr. Jim himself. Okay?
Turning the
So
page
let's
now.
switch the gear a little bit. Where you want to go, in 5th speed, 5 speed, 5th speed, or slow down?
Someone told me about this portrait at 6 gears, so let's
Okay, so let's go to 6th gear.
And then we can cruise.
And then we can cruise. All right, I like that. So I read an article that says your friends and your associate labeled you as phonology. What does that mean? Phonology. Please explain.
Well, travel is my second nature. I love traveling.
Okay.
And as a travel agent, I've also done packages, cruises, and stuff like that.
Oh,
and,
okay.
my basic philosophy about life is that you have an obligation to yourself, that at every moment you should feel good. And when you feel good, good things generally happen. So I always try to transmit that kind of persona to everyone so that they can have that experience of feeling good all the time.
Oh, that's nice.
And so in the some of the cruises that I remember I did one for my brother-in-law on his 60th birthday. And you know, he said to me, Jim, boy, this is the best birthday I've ever had.
That's
And
such a blessing.
yes, you know, so when I hear things like that, I feel good because my mission has been accomplished.
Awesome. All right, so I know you just a business person all over. You just always have different business ideas. So what ignited these sparks to start different business venture?
Well, it goes back to when I left school. I was trained as an engineer. I got a scholarship from my government and I did engineering. I thought that was the thing to do at the time, you know. So when I got back home and started working as an engineer, 3 months in I realized that, you know what, this is not for me.
Oh, wow.
No, this is not for me. And as happenstance would have it, I saw a young man one day coming in to conduct business. And he was about my age, maybe about 21 at the time, sharply dressed, Samsonite briefcase in hand, and you know, I said, man, I like that. And plus he was driving a brand new car, unusual for, you know, that time. So I got down from the building, I was on the 20th floor and waited for him, and I peppered him with questions. I still thank him to today because I still don't know who he is now, but I remember that experience. And I came away from that interchange with 2 ideas in my mind. One, he was a salesperson, he was an entrepreneur, which means that he was independent, he had full control of his time and pretty much everything. And the second thing was that he got paid on commissions. So he could write his own paycheck, didn't have to go ask for a raise. And it all happened at a time when not only was I dissatisfied with working in the environment, but I got passed over for promotion. And so I made a commitment to myself at that time that I never wanted to be in a position where my advancement or progress depends on whether my boss liked me or not.
Wow.
So I left that job and I set out in search of my dream. And on that journey into the city, I had a vision of myself walking down King Street, dressed sharply like that young guy, with my briefcase in hand, Samsonite briefcase, and I'm calling on the merchants. And so when I got there, of course, it didn't happen. Not right away at any rate, because the first thing that came along was insurance. And it was in the worst territory that I could have been assigned. I was collecting like small premiums. But out of that I developed a passion for the people that I was working with and for the business that I was in. And it launched my career. In 5 years I became the #1 producer for Crown Life in the Caribbean region.
You followed your dreams.
Yes, and following those 3 things, they came about.
And you were determined.
Well, that's another part of it because one of the things that I teach about now too is what I call the 6 common threads of business success. Because these are qualities that run through all successful business owners, and passion is one of them.
Right, because I was just about to ask you that. What would you say would be the top 3 skills needed to be successful in any business?
In any business, the top 3 is going to be, first is vision. Vision. Bill Gates talked about that. You know, having a vision of the computer industry. When it took one computer to fill this entire room, he talked about the vision of having a computer in every home. Of course, today we have one in every individual.
Yes, so true.
So that vision, passion, working within your passion. And I put the twist I put on it is not is that you should not do something that you're passionate about, but be passionate about what you do.
Exactly.
And so if you're working in your passion, it's actually not work. But the other thing it does is that it it drives you. It's a fuel that drives you. So when those moments come when you feel like quitting, that's what keep you going. You know, you never know where the success, the breakthrough is gonna come. And the third one is commitment. Making a commitment. Once you make that commitment, it is as if, it's like the universe, the divine master is listening. And he said, now you know what you want, I can give you what you want. So suddenly you find that there's an alignment of the right people, places, events, special circumstances, they all line themselves up and you're able to walk in and take advantage of it. Those are some of the things that drives success.
I can definitely identify with what you're saying, because those are the things that I've experienced with what I'm doing now. And those are the things that really, because sometimes I feel like, I don't know if I want to do this, I don't feel like getting out of bed, I don't feel like studying, reading articles, I don't want to, but there's something in me that just keep pushing me, that I just can't give up. I just can't. You know, so that is true.
The difference between that and when you're working in a job, you're,
that I will walk away. Okay, I'll see you later. Or probably that's why so many people can change jobs, because it's just a job. The desire, the passion is not there. Okay. So what is the way you say to achieve, what are some of the ways to achieve long-term success?
Long-term success comes through those three things that we mentioned, but then there are three others.
Okay.
Number 4 in that list is to work in your skill set. Work with the skill sets that you have, where you have your experience and knowledge. And if you can be passionate about it, if you love what you're doing and you have the understanding and you know it, then it makes it much easier and allow you to enjoy that success. And also, as a business, it's important to consider the business as a journey. And when you are going on a journey, you see, it simply means you have a starting point and you have a destination.
Yes.
And if you're going to go on a journey, one of the first things that you will do would be to map out your course. So you have a roadmap for your journey. For the business owner, that roadmap is a business plan. And the business plan is what clarifies your vision of what it is that you want to do. And it also provides the milestones so you can measure your progress. And it gives you the clarity so you can focus.
Amen.
It prevents you from going off on a tangent.
Right.
And
keep you focused.
Keep you focused so you can arrive at your destination. But it's important to have that destination in mind as well. So you'll know when you get there.
Right.
It's
you
like
know when you arrive.
When you arrive.
Oh, okay.
So that's a critical element.
Right, that's awesome. Another thing I know you do, you're very involved in marketing, and I know we talked about the networking. What are some other areas that work for you in marketing that has been successful? As far, is there anything else?
Yeah, marketing, I always like to draw the distinction between marketing and sales. Because the marketing is a process where you get people interested in you, or your product or your service, and getting them to come to you. That's the marketing part. So it is all the different things that you do, the advertising, the commercials, the flyers, the connections that you make that get them to come to you. And then now, it's a different thing when they come to you and say, well, let me see, I want to use your services. Now it's up to you at that point to sell them and close the deal, so to speak. So the starting point of marketing involves the events we talked about, utilizing the other medium. Social media has become a very effective tool these days. And of course there is the right and wrong way of using it, like everything else.
Right.
I still believe that one of the best marketing methods that you can find, however, is the referrals.
Yes, that is
referrals. True. Once you find a satisfied client, then having them to refer people to you makes your job a lot easier. In fact, when I was selling insurance actively, when I first sit down with a prospect, I would always tell them, Colleen, let me tell you how I get paid. I get paid two ways.
Okay.
And so if you love the product that I'm offering to you and you buy it, then I get paid with a commission.
Right.
But if it doesn't work for you, I'll still get paid through referrals, because I will ask you at the end of this meeting, if you like what I've done for you, then will you refer me to some of your friends and associates?
Okay.
And it always works.
All right, but marketing is key. That's how
Key.
you get out there and do your marketing, as he says. Okay, Jim, in one word, categorize your life as a business person, entrepreneur. In one word, what would you say?
Success.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay, that's awesome. Well, I know you have a lot on your plate and you're involved in so many different businesses. So, what are you up to now? Do you have anything new? Anything planned? Anything new that's going on with Jim that you'd like to share with the viewers? Or it's basically with what you're doing now within the networking and events planning, like we discussed before?
Yeah, it's pretty much, my whole focus is to help a specified number of people that will change your life. And the way that I do that is the methods that I've utilized,
Okay.
you know, the events, the seminars, the workshops. And so I tend to use every available medium to get people to come on out when I do these sessions.
Right.
Because my goal is to have them leave better, more knowledgeable, more excited than they came, and be ready to get out and pumped up, get out ready to take massive and immediate action.
As the young people would say, they're turned up.
They're turned up.
See, I'm trying to get with the crowd, but okay.
You're doing well.
Alrighty, so before we close, can you give the viewers some advice as how can they start their businesses? Like, there's 3 words of encouragement or how to go about, starting their home-based business. Yes.
Today, the home-based business is the fastest growing sector of industry, because many people, they just need to replace that income. The economy, the system has changed. We're transferring from the industrial era into the era of technology. And so that creates new opportunities. And if you are thinking of getting into business, the first thing that I would always recommend is that you do all your research so you can know about your business. I did a seminar at SCORE yesterday, and that was how to start your home-based business. And we went through several steps, and many of the attendees, they were so appreciative of the fact that I'm glad I came, because now I know exactly what I need to do in order to get started and avoid the mistake.
Right.
What I'm doing now comes out of the experience that I have, where I discovered that people were going in business and flying off the seat of their pants.
Oh, wow, okay.
And that's the reason why they were, business, the failure rate was so high.
Right.
But getting educated, getting knowledge, and doing your research, connect with people that can help you and develop that mindset. And that's a better path to being successful in business.
Oh, yeah. He said it so well. I couldn't have said it any better. Oh boy, this was such an awesome interview. And so you heard what he says. If you want to find out or know anything about how to start your home-based businesses, please contact Jim. He'll help you. He does. He even writes. You write
business plans. Oh yes, that's the primary activity that I.
He writes, so he's able to help you and steer you in the right direction. Do not be frustrated. There is help. See, God sent help. There's help out there. So contact him, and he'll be happy to assist you and to give you more information about what he's doing and how you can get started. So just get out there, step out in faith. You have passion about something, you've been for a long time, you have a vision, a dream, but you don't know how to get started, you don't know where to go. information is right here, resources are right here. He has a lot of knowledge and he's able to help you. Okay?
And I'm happy to help.
See, he's always is. That's what I love about him. Well, Jim, I thank you so much. And before you go, please, again, let them give your information, the contact information. So.
Absolutely. You can just email me, jimafoster@gmail.com, or you can call me at 404-932-8043. Many times when I have an event, it will also be on Eventbrite. So you can always check that out, and some of them are free, some is for a small fee, but whatever it is, you'll get more than you've invested.
All right. And if I miss anything, is there anything else you would like to talk about before we close out? Is there anything you'd like to share with the viewers?
We have covered so much ground, but I think that just connecting with the Georgia Home-Based Business Chamber of Commerce, that will become one of your best partnerships when you're considering going into business, or if you are in business right at this time.
And again, I just want to thank you, Jim, for coming out and be a part of this. I really appreciate you helping the viewers, giving them all this knowledge, and I really, really appreciate you stopping by. And I hope you come by and see me again.
Well, just give me a call, I'll be available. I'm
No,
ready.
no,
I appreciate the opportunity.
That's no
Nice to be
problem.
here.
Thank you. And again, as always, please contact Jim. If not, you can even reach my website. We'll have information on that, where you could, information for Jim. So please call him, get up, do what you're called to do. As again, before I end the show, I just want to thank everyone, the viewers, for watching. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you. And as always, no matter what you're going through, don't give up. Put God first, and everything will work out for you. Matthew 6:33 says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God, his righteousness, and all things shall be added unto you." Once again, thank you and goodbye. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Ciao.